Hello everybody, this is Annie Goodrove at the Midlife Wellness Hub. This is where you get to navigate menopause with confidence. When do you know? When do you know you're in perimenopause? When do you know that something is happening, right? Officially, there are 34 symptoms associated with menopause. That is what is recognized. So 34 symptoms. They are as varied as, of course, everybody's going to talk about hot flashes, but it could also be joint pain. It can be that brain fog or even anxiety and depression. So imagine showing up at your physician's office and you say, I'm starting to have suffering from a bit of anxiety. Guess what the normal thing will be to treat anxiety, not treating it as part of the menopause journey. This is why it's so important for you to have this information so that you can have a broader conversation with your medical professional, but also to support yourself. So when do you know, right? When do we know that we are at this stage of life? First of all, your periods. If you're having periods, as opposed to some women who are, on contraceptive, etc., your periods will become different. Right? They could be longer, you could skip. Normally it would be your regular flow is much heavier, so changes there. If you're not currently having periods, we might be looking at other symptoms. Your hair could be changing, your skin. You could be experiencing joint pain, like heartburn when you've never had heartburn before. All of these things are part of the normal symptomology, and these are indicative of the perimenopause journey. I've mentioned on a previous recording that the perimenopause stage can last up to 7 to 10 years. It does not mean the end of the world. It does not mean that it's going to be awful. But it can be that long until you have 12 consecutive missed period and you are officially in menopause. So that is the first thing to look for, is pay attention to the symptoms. Have a journal and keep track of, when your periods are happening, and are things changing, right? Are things changing with your digestion, as we just talked about? So these are the things that to keep track so that you are well informed about your body. And then if you want to share with your doctor, you have that handy. Why is it so symptomatic, right? After all, isn't it just estrogen, a sex hormone? Well, this is where it gets interesting. Actually, your body has estrogen receptors throughout. What does that mean? It means that estrogen is a lot more than this sex hormone. It actually has a role to play for your brain. It protects the brain. It also protects your heart, protects your bones. It's involved in your muscles, GI tract, etc. This is why the menopause journey brings so many symptoms. This is why it can be so frustrating. I hear you. So this is important. We've never been told as women, unless you went to school for medical field, that you have estrogen receptors throughout. That explains why it's a circus at times. So this is why menopause, in my opinion, is the time for an upgrade, because you're not just losing part of the ability as a woman to make babies. No, you are losing the ability to have the protection on your heart and your brain and so on. So this is the time for us to upgrade our nutrition. This is the time to upgrade our movement, our exercise, what we do to stay active. This is the time to prioritize rest and rejuvenation. I will harp on this throughout this entire channel, so get ready, ladies, because this is one of the hardest things to do for busy women like yourselves. I know that. we'll be talking about, changing up as well supplements. So I want you to start paying attention to what are the symptoms that you are experiencing. Journal them and share them with me, if you're comfortable doing so, in the comments, so that we can best support you. We will be back with the next video here, content on the diet for menopausal women. No two women are alike. There are some broad strokes that apply to all of you. All right, watch in a couple of weeks for our next video about nutrition and shopping with Annie, where I take you along my journey, pharmacies and grocery stores and farmers markets, and I show you those beautiful products and what to look for, what to maybe leave on the shelf, so that you can have the best menopause journey. All right, hope this was helpful today. I'll see you soon. Thank you.